Goodness to you, Ness, because I don't know whether you're watching morning, noon, or night, but it's all good, isn't it? I'm Sporty King, and welcome to Gift Friday. I created Gift Friday because so often we hear TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. But I say, what allure does Friday have to that person that took their last breath on Thursday? Therefore, I use what I learned from Psalm 92 and 2. It is good to proclaim your unfailing love in the morning, your faithfulness in the evening. In other words, TGIT. Thank God it's today. And TGIT. Thank God it's tonight. Isn't that more refreshing than worrying about waiting for Friday? So I learned from Matthew 6 and 34. So don't worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will bring its own worries. Today's trouble is enough for today. Isn't today's trouble just enough for today? Not that we should forget about what our goals being achieved and what we didn't get done yesterday, but today there's going to be enough trouble for you. So hang in there and keep your spirit up. Anyway, what I first offer to you, so as I talk about TGIT, let me offer you a different spin on TGIF, and that is trusting God is free. Trusting God is free. Think about it. What does it cost you to be blessed with the greatest gift of every day? And that is the gift of waking up. And that still moves us into realizing that when we move the T in TGIF from the front to the end, what we get is GIFT. And we find what we really should be thanking for God for, and that is gift. God is for today. God is for today. And so that's what we want to focus on. And what I'll do is with Gift Friday is this is the online sharing of one of my original poems. And then I talk a little bit about how it might be used in your life to inspire you, someone, or a group that you're working with. If there's no interaction, so thank you for the shout outs that I get, but God bless you, and I'll make sure you get a copy. But after I share the original poem, then I drop it in. I drop it on my website, but I also drop it here in the feed so that you can download your colorful keepsake copy and have that as my gift to you. So here you hear me read and share this week's poems. Then when you click on the link and you download it. But what I want to say to you is, remember, if you were with us on Wednesday during my Glue Wednesday broadcast, I talked about looking for rainbows, not after it rains, but when it's raining. So, in keeping with the rainbow theme, I've chosen a poem that speaks to the spirit of a group of young ladies I met in Chicago. This poem is from my book, I Found Out I'm Living, an affirmation of life. I found out I'm living, an affirmation of life. And as it is one of my books that offers a storyline in poetry, I'll start with the introduction that actually walks into the poem. One audience was a group of teenagers at an alternative high school. Alternative high schools serve students that are pushed out or drop out of traditional schools. Many of these students just don't fit into the straight and narrow of high school. They may have no family support, may be financially assisting their families, or are wards of the state, or from orphanages, are spoiled rich kids. Many are 19 to 21 years old and could easily pass the GED, but are simply rebellious teens that decide they do want a high school education. During a session with a group of 23 young men and women, I offered to dedicate a poem to them. The only buy-in required was that they write their nickname and favorite color on a piece of paper, similar to how we do with the Gas series, the Glue Wednesday series, all right? 11 of the young ladies did so. We chose to create a poem that expressed how they felt about their lives. Because our lives must be filled with color, I painted the picture of positivity swelling in the hearts of these young ladies who I call future leaders. And so the poem is called My Rainbow is Real. My rainbow is real. It sings in bold, majestic colors: grateful green, radiant red, prosperous purple, it's true, glorious gold, berry black, and of course, bountiful blue. See, my rainbow is real. Its vision dances on high. My success and faith are a testimony, for not every rainbow is found in the sky. How would we live if we could start from the end? Would we open our hearts to appreciate the richness in life's lessons that mean more than material wealth? Would we open our books to only the chapters we needed, or realize that our completeness is nothing in and of itself? Tolerance, patience, understanding. Oh, if we could only see how important each person and situation will be to our success. We could laugh and enjoy the knuckleheads, jerks, liars, and cheats, knowing that they too are living out their destiny, knowing that we too are important to their rainbow. Fortunately, my God does not require that I start at the end, for he has blessed me with each morning's vision that I might flourish among his creation. See, my rainbow is real. It sings in bold, majestic colors: grateful green, radiant red, prosperous purple, it's true, glorious gold, berry black, and of course, bountiful blue. Its vision dances on high. My success and faith are a testimony, for not every rainbow is found in the sky. I'm going to highlight a few stanzas as I go through this poem now. The first is that there was a duplication of favorite colors: grateful green, radiant red, glorious purple is true, glorious gold, berry black, and of course, bountiful blue. Yeah, there was a duplication. I said there were yet 11 young ladies, but that's just 6 colors. There was a duplication of favorite colors, yet I also remember the duplication and the duplicate smiles on their faces as they heard their colors given positive connotations. It seems small, but it's huge when you tell anyone, especially a young person, that their favorite thing is a big deal. You could slow a class down right now with this to ask what people are grateful for, connecting that with green being the start of a fresh new day. What do they like about their radiant personality? Or what are they passionate about that makes their imagination glow? I also use the colors in teaching them public speaking and interview skills. Each day we'd start with what I call a tone check. A tone check is where they would say their name, favorite color, and why it's their favorite color. You see, part of the fear in public speaking and interviewing is sounding or getting the answer wrong. What these questions establish is a series of answers that you can't get wrong. You know what your name is, you know what your favorite color is, and why. So I ask them to hear that sound of confidence in their voice and commit to matching that sound when they have to speak or be interviewed. Same with you. It establishes a tone of confidence. Meanwhile, as we're looking for our rainbows this week, here are the biblical meanings for the colors that these young ladies gave us. Green represents abundance, renewal, growth, and nature. It is a harmonizing, balancing, and calming color. Green is a healing color that gives healing energy to the heart. The spiritual representation of red is power, energy, vitality, dominance, action, assertion, creation, survival, and passion. When a spiritual sign appears in your life that is red, it usually represents that you are ready to take action on a new goal or project that you have been putting off. Being a personality color purple, you have a peaceful and tranquil quality and a quiet dignity about you. People are drawn to your charismatic and alluring energy. With your personality color purple, you inspire others with your creative thinking and your ability to deal positively with adversity. Gold has long been associated with a divine sphere, both in pre Christian and in Christian religion. The shine of gold, its indestructible nature, its malleability, and its relative scarcity made it an ideal material to embody divine qualities, but also expressions of human veneration of the divine. In the Christian symbolism, black denotes Holy Spirit. It is the color of Pentecost, said to represent the absolute, consistency, eternity, or the womb. And many have heard the saying, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice. Blue is the third primary color. It spiritually signifies the healing power of God. It is the most sublime subject and color, which biblically represents the Word of God. Google and look up your favorite color and see how many ways you can use it to brighten up your day. Meanwhile, moving on with the poem, one of the lines I want to highlight is, how would we live if we could start from the end? How would we live if we could start from the end? Hey, have fun with that thought and then get over it because we don't get to start from the end. Yet we do get to say, all things work to the good of God. And we also get to believe that. So the poem continues. We could laugh and enjoy the knuckleheads, jerks, liars, and cheats, knowing that they too are living out their destiny, knowing that we too are important to their rainbows. See, we can't live from the end, but if all things are working for the good of God, the trials and tribulations, the storms we go through being the operative word there, self-fulfilling prophecy, we have to stop and figure out what is the good coming out of this. How is God using me? Well, meanwhile, since you can't start from the end, the poem goes on. It says, fortunately, my God does not require that I start at the end. For he has blessed me with each morning's vision that I might flourish among his creation. And I actually, this is one of my morning prayers. Before I get out of my bed, I said, Lord, thank you for waking me up again this morning and allowing me the vision that I might flourish among your creation. See, I don't just want to exist. I want to flourish. And so should you. And actually, so do you. But it's just a matter of taking the time and looking and seeing how you're flourishing. Flourishing is not a word that means huge. Flourish is a word that means budding. And you flourish day to day. Look at how the flowers change, the colors. Look at how the birds change, the leaves fall off the trees. All of that is part of flourishing. So I close by first repeating the chorus. See, my rainbow is real. It sings in bold, majestic colors, grateful green, radiant red, prosperous purple. It's true. Glorious gold, bountiful black, and of course, berry black, and of course, bountiful blue. Its vision dances on high. My success and faith are a testimony, for not every rainbow is found in the sky. And second, let that remind you of the lesson. Life is real. Yet, just as we look back at how we talked about looking for rainbows when it's raining, this adds to that search by letting us know that the blessing is often not as far away or as untouchable as we may think it is. Sometimes it's right in front of us and beautifully dressed in the many colors that we need in our lives. This has been Gift Friday with Sporty King. Please wear your mask and stay safe. God bless. Importantly, recognize that your rainbow and your wonderful life is real. Ciao.